there's so much that happens inside when you're going through healing, and not a lot of people really understand what is required to work on yourself, because they don't see it, and that's okay. They don't need to see it. What's important is that I am allowing myself to feel and go through what I need to go through in order for me to get to the other side of this emotional roller coaster. And if I'm being triggered, or if I'm having an emotional release, crying, getting emotional about something that I don't even know yet, that tells me that my body is communicating to me, and I need to honor that. And it's something that, I'm not really used to, because I have conditioned myself to suppress, avoid, and ignore emotional releases, especially when they don't make sense in that moment. And I have done that to protect myself, because in the past I have been called emotional, crazy, and that I need help whenever I was trying to express myself. And it was hard. It was hard for me to not have anybody that I can turn to for emotional support. And I think that is so crucial for our healing process, for understanding, for self-improvement, for self-growth, for just support, period. It is so important for our body to be able to release and express what it is that is trying to communicate. Because when we don't, it gets stuck inside, and it can manifest into depression, anxiety, diseases, stress, aches and pains. And then the more we do that, the more we condition ourselves to suppress those emotions, then the more they become chronic. So I have learned that, and I have promised myself that part of my healing journey, part of my healing process, is to honor myself. And what that looks like is that if I am feeling something, if I'm going through something, if I'm getting triggered, I pause. I give myself time. I make time for myself, because I deserve time for myself. We all do. Everybody does. We all get to make that time for ourselves. If we have time for other people, if we have time to do all these things, if we have time to be on our phones for fucking forever sometimes, we have time to make and give ourselves that moment to breathe, that moment to pause, that moment to reflect, and that moment to heal, turn that hurt, transmute it into love and self-love and respect for ourselves. And that's part of what I have been learning and understanding and cultivating for myself. Self-love is medicine. It's a potion we get to create. It's a potion, it's a tonic that we get to make for ourselves. I know my brain is slow. Nope. My brain is healing. And it's okay. I give myself grace. It's frustrating sometimes when I can't pull out the words that best describe or express what I'm trying to convey. And it's frustrating, and the more I become frustrated, the more that word escapes me. So I'm learning to just give myself grace, and that I tell myself it's okay, let it go. It'll come back when it needs to come back. And a lot of that is teaching myself to trust, really trusting in the process, really trusting in the universe, really trusting in that things are working out. And what prompted this vlog is that obviously I was getting very emotional, and it's because I was reflecting on my life and the things that I get to do and how creative we all are, and how sometimes we lose sight of that when we immerse ourselves in a relationship, especially when it's toxic. We become obsessed of this relationship, trying to figure out how to fix it, trying to figure out what's wrong, trying to figure out how we can fix this person, when in reality it's us that's hurting. What I am learning is that that's not healthy at all. It's not healthy to fix other people, because we can't really fix other people. We can't really try to help other people, especially when they don't want to be helped. And I needed to help myself. I needed to find a way to get back to myself. And I did that. And I'm glad I did. And it took me having to let go of the people that I love, and having to let go versions of myself. That was really hard. And sometimes it takes an amount of bravery and trust to do the most uncomfortable things. And it takes leaning into the fear of having to start all over again, having to figure things out all over again, having to be alone all over again. That's scary. However, I needed to shed all of that in order for me to become better, in order for me to really truly honor my true self, my higher self, which instinctively I knew ultimately what I needed to do in that moment. Like, my body was just it knew, but I was scared. My intuition, my higher self knew, but my body was like, oh, this is scary. But once I did it, it's only been going forward from there, and gratifying for me, and nothing but self-love, self-respect, honor came out of that. And gratitude, so much gratitude. It takes destruction to be able to clear everything out of that destruction. I was able to have clarity, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I am so much better than I was back then. Way, way better. And now I get to do the things that I love, get to create life, get to create dreams. And it's exciting, and it's rewarding, and it's my way of giving to the world. It's my way of presenting my gift to the world, whether they know it or not. And I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for me because I love it, and I'm passionate about it. And that's one way for me to give back and serve. Okay, enough that, huh? Let's go now. Let's go to school, okay? Have a great day, girl. You know we're gonna have a great day. And even if we don't, it's okay. Because we know we got this. Okay? Okay, let's go.